From secret bento box ingredients to Oda finally revealing what's the thing behind Whitebeard's mustache, the second episode of SBS Facts That Keep Me Up at Night has it all. If you haven't watched the first episode, the link is in the description, and without further ado, let's get started. Zoro and Sanji are both known for their constant fights throughout the series, but there was one special incident which was very interesting. Before leaving Fishman Island in chapter 653 of volume 66, Zoro is making fun of Sanji, in which Sanji replies by threatening Zoro. Well, nothing unordinary so far, but the way he said it and especially what he said was very unhinged. Sanji said that Zoro needs to watch out the next time they sit together and that it's not the best thing to piss off the cook. To which Zoro replied, "Actually, I do. I wanna see if I can digest poison and razor blades." And exactly 2 chapters later, we can see Zoro eating out of his bento box with crunchy sound effects written above his head, which isn't particularly your normal sound while eating. And finally, in the SBS of volume 67, a reader asked Oda if Sanji ever followed up this threat. Oda replied that there's usually no reason to use a crunchy sound effect when characters are eating bento, but he felt that Sanji would surely put razors and poison in Zoro's bento, so he decided to draw it in that way. So it's technically canon that Zoro can digest razor blades and poison, although we never got the answer what poison it really was and especially how strong it was. Do you think that Zoro would stand a chance against Magellan? But what we do know is that Sanji definitely has to think of another way to get his revenge on Zoro. After the first video, I thought that the janitor question would finally end, and boy was I wrong, as some fans really like these types of questions. In the SBS of volume 75, a fan hit Oda with some interesting shark trivia stating that they have 2 parts. She goes on by asking her question on whether it applies to Hody Jones and also on how many parts Oda possesses. What the fuck? In classic Oda fashion, he didn't hold back to answer the fan's question by stating that he was shocked to know and he had no idea that sharks have 2 of them. He then added that he had drawn lots of sharks in his lifetime but had no idea and afterwards confirmed that Hody has 2 of them. He then made it clear with his next sentence on what he meant with them. He has 2 dicks. So he must be a double dick. I guess personally, I only need 1. Okay, this is not a SBS fact in particular, but while doing my research, I discovered that Oda had some fable for very, let's say, interesting furniture. With a net worth exceeding the $200 million mark, Oda is the highest earning manga artist in history, as in 2022 a One Piece fan by the name of Sandman on Twitter uncovered an interview where Oda gave us some details on what he had spent his money on. Oda stated that he made a lot of money even though he only enjoyed his ridiculous drawings, so he decided to spend his money on ridiculous things. For example, he bought a shark toilet, which is an ordinary toilet with a massive shark head attached to the wall. Even the room's wallpaper showcases an underwater scene with a shark swimming. He then also got a dragon bathtub, which like the toilet is an ordinary bathtub with a freaking statue attached to the wall. He also got a life-size giraffe statue, as well as a highly detailed Terminator replica in one of his rooms. Also, one of his doorways even pays tribute to Sir Henry Morgan, who is a famous pirate captain from the 1660s. But besides Oda spending his money on very ridiculous and funny things, we should also mention that he is also spending a lot of money on charity. For example, when Oda's hometown of Kumamoto suffered damage from an earthquake, he donated over 800 million yen, which is about $5.2 million by the time I'm doing this video, and back then was a lot more. He paid for the damages and helped the town's reconstruction work. The town of Kumamoto then built statues of each Straw Hat crew member in different areas throughout Kumamoto to honor this generous donation. And to be honest, if I had that much money, I would have also bought a shark toilet or a life-size giraffe. Who wouldn't? One thing that really stands out when you look on Whitebeard's character design is his massive crescent-shaped mustache. But have you ever asked yourself on why it has this particular shape? Or if Whitebeard is maybe even hiding something underneath it? No? Me neither, but one reader definitely did. As in the SBS of volume 58, a fan asked Oda when Whitebeard would use the boomerang under his nose. Oda answered in the most Oda way by saying, well, maybe when he's in the park with his dog. Another fan asked if his mustache was used as a banana pocket, to which Oda even started questioning what readers really think of Whitebeard. He stated that if you open the zipper on the backside, bananas will come out, and if you line them up in a single file, 3 of them would fit on the right and 3 of them would fit on the left. So 6 is the total capacity. And there you have it, guys. If you're still watching this, thank you very much for your time, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This would help me a lot. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite SBS fact was and which fact I should include in the next video. Don't forget to look left and right before crossing the road, and I see you next time.